A very good afternoon once again to all the participants. I welcome back again. In the previous session, I hope you all must have enjoyed the topic which was discussed by Professor Gaur sir on research and academic integrity. In continuation to that, now I'm going to discuss another topic, that is the anger management. And in this topic is basically scheduled to learn many things about how we can control the management, means anger, because in our day-to-day life we come across many situations where we find ourselves sometimes that we are angry, and sometimes we find very difficult to manage our emotion. So keeping that in mind, this particular talk has been scheduled. So let me share my screen, and then I will take you through my slide, and then we will discuss one by one all the points. I hope my screen is visible to you all. So what is anger management? You can see one letter I have written, one sentence. Anger is one letter sort of danger. See, anger is so dangerous that it can lead towards the destruction, and we will talk about the management of anger in an effective way. So first of all, we need to understand that what is anger. Basically, I don't want to read the lines and explain. I want you all to feel that what is anger and how it can be controlled. So everybody knows in our day-to-day life, we get angry, or sometimes we get a different situation where we we have to manage our emotion, and if we fail to manage our emotion, so in that case, what happens, it turns into different way, and we react in different ways. So basically, anger is a basic human emotion that is experienced by we all in our day-to-day life, and typically it is triggered by the reaction which happens only when our emotion hurts, or sometimes we get angry and usually experience the unpleasant feeling that occurs when we think we have been injured or mistreated, or we have been opposed in our long held views. You are having some views, and suppose you are putting some proposal and it is getting rejected without any logic, or if it is not fitting as per your expectation, so we get annoyed or angry. Or when we are faced with obstacles that keep us from attaining our personal goals, many times it also happens that we come across the situation where we get a lot of obstacles to achieve our personal goals. So we get annoyed, we get angry, and that times it also may happen that we react in different way. So how that reaction is going to be harmful, or it is going to be helpful for your achievement, that is very very important, and we have to understand that. So let us understand what is anger actually. Anger is completely normal, healthy and human emotion. There is nothing like it is abnormality, or it is something different from our emotion. We also talk that suppose few people in life we come across, and if they are not angry, or sometimes when we say something, by hearing that particular word or that sentence, if someone does not get angry, we also start feeling that why he's not getting angry. Is he normal, or is he okay, or he's what happened? After hearing this also he's not reacting. So it is not like means after hearing every abuse or every misbehavior the person will react. Those person may be master in management of mood. In the previous talk, when we discussed about the soft skills and leadership, one point, if you remember, I discussed that we have to be master in our mood management. I mean to say that we have to be mastered in self-regulation. So the anger is also one of them. We have to be in, you can say, in that situation where we can control our emotion, we can control our mood according to the situation. Otherwise, it will lead towards the problem. It may invite problem at your wherever you are working. It may invite problem in your personal relationship. In family, generally it is seen that if it is whatever the expectation or whatever the feeling you have or whatever the ideas you have, if you throw it among the family member and if it is not accepted, so we get an angry, we react in different way. The best example we find in our kids, when they demand something and if we say no, how do they react? You are, perhaps you all might have seen, because we also grew from our childhood. So when we were very just a kid and we were asking something to our parents and not getting, so how we were reacting. So this is completely a normal and healthy behavior of any healthy person. Now, but the question is that what situation could be for anger? Basically, anger can be caused by both external and internal event. It is not related that only external event will play a role for causing the anger. It may have some involvement of internal or external both. You could be angry at a specific person, suppose your colleague or co-worker or supervisor, or sometimes it happens at the event you're going to your college or you're going to workplace and or you're going to market, and on the way you just find the traffic jam, or if you're going to catch a flight, your flight is cancelled, you missed your bus, or something goes not as per your expectations, so you get angry. There may be some other region you are facing stress or you are facing some abuse, social abuse, verbal or physical, whatever it is. Sometimes we also get angry if we are avoided in the group or family or workplace. We are not given much attention, or your idea is not being given much attention. Sometimes it also uh, sometimes we are frustrated because of some personal family problems. So that also gives you means makes you angry, and there are many reasons. There are other factors also which cause anger, but the point is that how we are going to control those anger, because if we are failing in controlling the anger, it may lead towards the problem, you can say a big problem, serious problem, and sometimes it may be very destructive also. So how does the body react to anger? We all are aware about it. It reacts means anger does not make the blood boil, means you will not feel like your blood is boiling or eyes immediately goes red, like not like that. Yes, it causes certain changes in the body, and what happens basically there is a chemical pour into the bloodstream. All of a sudden, the heart means it starts pumping faster. The blood pressure also rises, blood flow quickens, muscle gets tensed. Other way, you can say the body shifts from normal position to another position. Or you can say, take the example on bike. When we have to go with the speed, what happens? We change the gear and we can just go with the speed or at certain speed. So the body also shifts from one position to another position, or you can say it shifts into higher gear, generating more energy and which reacts in different action. So only we have to learn through this talk that how we can work to control the anger for advantage or disadvantage, means to control the anger which is leading towards advantage or disadvantage. Anger is not always giving you, or you can say anger is not always harmful. It is helpful also in many ways. I'll come to that point in next slide. As I said, that anger is one word, one letter sort of danger. Yes, it is true. You can see. The failing to deal with angry, suppose we all are not mood master, you can say we all are not very well versed with managing our emotion. Because we have never been trained in that way. Whenever we go to school or whenever we are in family, nobody teaches all this. It is our, you can say, God gifted instinct. Or when we grow, we come in the society, we meet with the people, friend. So slowly we come across the people how we can control our emotion, or it is developed after at the certain age. So we become master in making the, or when we know that yes, it can lead towards the dangerous or disadvantages. So we, when we start knowing advantage and disadvantage of things, so we calculate and accordingly we control our emotion. So failing to deal with your anger may lead to many health problems. Sometimes I have heard people, they lose their temperament, they the domestic violence take place, and they hurt the feelings, they hurt people. It brings lot of tension. Sometimes if you are angry and you are driving, it may lead towards accident. It can create a problem in interpersonal relationship. And then uncontrolled anger can be danger. It may lead towards the crime, abuse, or more violent behavior. We all see every day in the TV, or means due to the abuse, social abuse, lot of crime takes place. Sometimes it goes very violent. People who suffer with such abuse, he or she may go, means you can see the violent behavior in means people like who are suffering from this. So how it is going to be helpful? Anger, suppose you are angry because of any reason. First of all, we need to understand the anger. See, my talk may not be, you can say, when you relate to something which you are finding that it is going to be you have to feel that how it is going to be helpful in your day-to-day life. So first we have to understand that what is anger and how it is going to be helpful, or how it is going to be harmful. So if it is help, means anger, if you understand properly, it is going to be useful or helpful. How? Let me give you one example. Suppose you are working somewhere and you are facing a lot of difficulties at workplace. You are facing a lot of evidence. You are facing a lot of challenges in acceptance of your views, and it can just fire up your inner instinct, and it can just you can take it as a challenge, and you just push yourself uh, to avoid obstacles to achieve your goal. Suppose you have certain target and somebody says, sometimes when we just give one, you can say, we say something to our kids and they take it as a challenge. Yes, I can do it. And we say it in a different mood, but they take it as a challenge. They take it in when they are angry, I can do this, and opposite to that, someone is saying that you cannot do that. So that makes the child angry and he tries to achieve the goal. In that way, it is very helpful, but harmful when you take that anger to express negativity. Someone has said something to you and you take it very negative, and you have decided, how can he say like that? How, who is he to say me like this? So this will take you to the negative sense, and from there destruction will start. And sometimes it may hurt yourself, sometimes you may it may hurt your feelings, sometimes you may not feel well, sometimes you may you can say harm, may be harmful for yourself. So like that, it may be disadvantage or harmful for your body. It may cause many problems. Now, how does anger affect relationship? As I already mentioned, that it can bring the situation of domestic violence. It can make other people, you can say, angry, or you can lose respect in the society. You can become indifferent. People can start avoiding you because you are not going to be accepted if you are going to be different because of the angry or anger. So we have to see that how we are going to control our anger, so that we do not become the reaction of people by avoiding or being the indifferent, or you can say being losing the respect. Sometimes it may happen. It also happens that some situation are not acceptable. So you have to you get angry. There is no alternative of it. But even then, we have to control our emotion. We have to control the anger, because that will give you more opportunity, or you can say you will get time to think about it and find some positive solution. But you have to come out of that situation. How I will just show you here that how it can be done. It does not involve getting rid of all anger, but using anger to enhance your life is really you have to think about it. You can look at the purposes of anger. What is the purpose of your anger? As I mentioned, that some situation bring anger, situation where you are bound to be angry. There is no alternate. You get angry because it has happened in a such a way that without getting angry, your emotion will not come way in effective way. So in that situation, you cannot do anything, but you ensure that it is going to be controlled by yourself only. Positive aspect, as I mentioned, then you have increased your energy or able to communicate your feelings. You yourself will be able to solve your problem and can take charge of the situation. Negative, as I mentioned, that you can have disruption of your thinking. You can start thinking in a negative way unnecessarily. You will try to defend yourself. You'll become more aggressive, or you will become known as an angry person. Many people we talk very often that he is very short tempered. What is it? It is only the our perception about that concerned person, that he's short tempered, because you might have seen that person getting angry at the regular interval. So you have perception about that person that he is very short tempered, he gets angry very quickly. If you say anything, he immediately he will get angry. So in that situation, that brings a different situation. How to deal with angry feeling effectively? So I'll take you directly to this. These are some following tips. You can just go ahead. Before that, you can read. It is in the red color. A matchstick has a head but not a brain. See, when we get angry, or something has brought the situation of anger, always remember that a matchstick cannot fire unless or until we set it to fire. So it has our brain is also like that. Unless or until you allow it to react, it is not going to react. Always remember that unless or until we are going to set our brain on fire, it is not going to react. So a very good line here, that matchstick has a head but it does not have a brain. When we set it to fire, then only it just fires, or it just causes harm, or whatever we want to do. So the first one, the key to anger reduction is knowing yourself. If you remember my first talk where I discussed about the soft skill, uh, let me, someone has written that, okay, I guess it is, yeah. I'm talking about the some tips to prevent control, and I guess the previous slides were not moving. Maybe some due to some reason it was not moving. Okay, we will not talk about that, and we will move to the next slide. So here I am going to discuss some of the tips to prevent control as an anger. Uh, the key to anger reduction is knowing yourself. The first thumb rule is that first of all, you know about yourself, that how strong you are, how you are going to manage yourself, how you are going to regulate your mood. I mean to say that how you are going to manage your mood. In the previous discussion, we discussed that there are many ways we can follow to just manage our mood. So first one, that you know yourself. Two important jobs now before they become urgent. Many times situation come in the picture when we get angry because our job is not complete, or and the if we see our kids, they get angry or they get annoyed because they have not completed homework, and they get angry at parents. Perhaps there may be the situation where parents have not supported, or due to some reason parents would not have helped the child, and it brings the situation of anger. So that's why it is very very important for everyone that do important job before they become urgent. uh, when you make mistake, learn from them rather than getting angry. It happens with everyone that we all commit mistakes in our life. Every day we do a lot of work, and there is a possibility that we commit mistakes. So in that situation, we come across many situations where we make mistakes. So we don't have to get angry if we know that this mistake I have committed. Rather, we have to learn from that so that the same mistake is not going to be repeated in future. This fourth point is very very important. Do not criticize, condemn, and complain because it makes you angry. Always means I have seen people, this is my personal experience in my family, my friends circle, that people start criticizing, condemning, and complaining because it makes them angry. So that we can avoid. Instead of criticizing or complaining, if we just come out of that situation, I think it will give you the opportunity to think something different for a fruitful result. Learns to say no. Many times it happens that we accept everything, and that brings a situation where we find it is very difficult. I mean to say that you cannot make everyone happy. So we also have to learn the habit of saying no. And if you remember in the first presentation, soft skills and leadership, I mentioned one point that we leader always has to learn the art of saying no, because saying no is also an art. It is not possible for everyone, or everyone does not know how to say no. I have seen very smart people. They keep their, you can say, they keep their answer very intelligently, and with no, hidden no. So we have to be in such a way that we have to learn the habit of saying no. uh, then choose a job you love, and you will not have a day of anger in your working life. So that you have to ensure that how you are going to choose. The most problems are really the absence of idea. Many times we get angry when we do not have idea that what we have to do, and when we start thinking that what I should do, I do not have idea. So we get angry. Means where do I get support? How do I do it? Or someone has given you some work and you do not have an idea. So you ensure that you do not have the situation of absence of idea. Keep thinking, just think ahead, anticipate, do it or get it done, even if second best, and you will be less angry. If suppose you are meeting the requirement, or you are in condition to meet the to complete the idea, you get some idea to complete that work. So that reduces the level of angry. You can say the percentage. If 100%, it may bring down, come down to 50%. Always see, organize your mind and organize your desk for 5 minutes every hour. And it is really very important for if you are a professional, working professional, or even a student. If you are every day doing some work before leaving the office, or before leaving for school, or before doing any other work, if you're working on your table, ensure that you organize your desk for 5 minutes every day. And also organize things in your mind before you are starting for day, starting your day, or going to office, or going to your business. See that things are organized for the whole day in your mind, and things will take place in a very systematic manner. My personal experience, I observed that if you are late 5 minutes in the morning, the whole day you are going to be late 5 minutes till you go to bed for sleeping. So that practice you don't have to adopt. ensure that you are not going to be late for 5 minutes. Otherwise, it will make you late whole day 5 minutes in every work. So if you start in the morning with your organized mind and with your organized ideas, it is going to be very helpful and it is not going to make you angry. The next point is that accept what you cannot change and change what you cannot accept. This is very important point. Many times it happens that we cannot change the situation. So, and we have to survive in that situation. So we have to accept, we don't have any other option. So in that situation, we have to train ourselves to accept the situation. So that's why accept what you cannot change and change what you cannot accept. So see, you have to manage your emotion, that how you are going to manage these things perfectly, so that you can balance your mood, you can balance your work as well. Say sorry at the right moment to reduce the anger of others. For every 10 minutes, if you are angry, you lose 600 seconds of happiness. Always remember that it does not see, anger does not give you happiness. So if you are angry for 10 minutes, you are going to lose 600 seconds of happiness. I mean, 10 minutes of happiness you are going to lose. So a little pot uh, soon hot. Means you can observe in the kitchen. If you keep any little pot, it gets very uh, hot sooner. So that's why we have to understand that how we are going to keep our emotion happy always. See, I'll tell you one story. As I said that you cannot make everyone happy, and this story perhaps you all might have heard by your grandparents, parents, or even by your in family, that there was a businessman or there was a person who had a donkey, and one day, I mean, he also had a son, and one day they were walking. So it so happened that they had to cross a bridge, but the condition was that at a time two can go. So, or see, let's take another condition that he both were having a donkey and they were walking. So when they passed one village, so son was sitting on the donkey and the father was just holding the thread of donkey and moving. So the people of that village said that how cruel that father son is, that his father is walking and he is sitting on the donkey. This is the one condition. After that, the son just started walking, and the father sat on the donkey. So the next village of the next people of the next village said that how this father is cruel. Uh, Son is walking and father is sitting. How cruel this father is. The God perhaps would not have given him son like that. So the two conditions. The third condition arrived when both they started walking and the donkey was side by. So the people of third village started saying that how fool they are. They have donkey and they are walking. Okay, the fourth condition came in picture when both they sat on the donkey and they started walking. So the next people of the next village, they started saying, see how cruel both of them. They both are sitting on the donkey. Donkey may die anytime. Now the situation, I want to drag your attention towards this. So see, you cannot make everyone happy at a time. You cannot make everyone happy. So please do not pay attention to those ideas which are worthless, useless. I can say that those ideas are not, you should not accept in your mind. There may be circumstances where you are bound to accept, but yes, in mind, in your inner self, do not accept it, because you have to keep your emotion happy. And to keep your emotion happy, you have to avoid those ideas. You have to avoid those things which you are which is going to make you unhappy. As I mentioned that if you are going to be unhappy for 10 minutes, you are going to lose your happiness for 10 minutes. So never get angry with a man who has nothing to lose. Many people you come across, they do not have anything to lose, so they will talk all the time useless things, nonsense you can say, and which may make you angry, or there may be the situation people create because they do not have anything to lose. But if you get angry, if you get annoyed, you may lose your you can say respect in the society. You may lose the or you can invite evidence in the society, or there may be several you can say example which can attract you can the social evidence for you. So please do not get angry with a man who has nothing to lose. Next is the most common occupational disease of a poor executive is his inability to listen. See, we all this is my personal experience. Many times, at many occasions, at many workplace, or even society in the family, I have seen people they do not like to listen. Always, they do not like to listen, or they would like to they would like other to listen him, but he or she would not like to listen others. This I completely I do not believe in this. She always have the habit of listening others, because I personally believe that if you listen, you get an idea that what he's thinking of on that particular topic, and you will have more you can say the concept or the idea to think about on that particular aspect. So develop the habit of listening rather speaking. If you develop the habit of listening, I am 100% sure that your knowledge level, your patience level always will increase, and your percentage of getting angry will definitely reduce. The never reply to a later email when you are angry. Always remember, in workplace or wherever means suppose we have to answer something. So especially when we are angry, our mind does not allow to think logically, or sometimes it happens that we do not think constructively. So in that situation, we should avoid writing or replying the mail whenever our mind does not allow to write. Nobody can disgrace us other than ourselves. So why get angry? Never go to bed with an argument unsettled. If you are going to bed without settling the puzzled thoughts, ideas, or you can say the thought accident, your mind is not going to relax in a proper way. And as a result, when you get up in the morning, you are not going to be looking fresh. So always go to bed with settled argument. Do not have any grudge in the mind. Do not have any argument, unsettled argument in the mind. Expectations always brings frustration. And when you are frustrated, when your mind is not happy, it will always bring the situation of anger. This, I think, everybody has experienced and experienced this, that never have any expectation. We always have, especially in our culture and society, we have experienced that we have the habit of having expectation. We expect from our wife, we expect from our kids, we expect from our family, we expect from our colleague, we expect from society, we even expect from the government, we expect from everyone. And when it does not reach to our expectation level, it brings the frustration, and that frustration gets converted into anger. We get angry, we start saying something, we start abusing, we start saying some you can say the social abuse or whatever. There are, I think, every day we come across a lot of examples. So if you have this habit of not having any expectations from anyone, logical expectation is always welcome. Because suppose you are working in the office and you have expectation from your colleague that this person is going to complete the work, that is logical and that is expected also, because you have to bring the output to the higher authority or to the institute or university or wherever you are working. That logical expectation is always welcome, you must have. But normal and general expectation which we have without any logic, that is going to bring the situation of anger only. Work is the best remedy for all anger, and this personally I have experienced. Whenever you are angry, you start just working on the project. Do not know how to, do not think about anything. just go and do your work. So prefer working when you are angry. Taking you to the next slide. Indecision makes you angry, therefore decide this way or that way. Always think logically, as I mentioned. So suppose that if your decision is not correct, and if you are taking decision in a wrong way, so definitely the output is also going to be a negative or not up to your expectation level, and in that situation it is going to make you unhappy, so you will get angry. So always take decision wisely, take decision logically, take time, think it over, discuss with your family, discuss with your social friends, discuss in society, or if you're working in a place, discuss with your higher authority, then take decision, and you will not fail in your duty, you will not fail in your work, you will not fail your expectation. So you cannot change others as easily as you cannot change yourself. I remember somewhere I read that if you want to make changes in the society, first of all, you have to change yourself. So start from with yourself, make changes. If you feel that it is not good, which making me angry, just change in your thinking, change in your idea, which makes you happy, and then you will see the drastic change. You will be you will be capable to bring the changes in the others as well. Uh, Most people remember 20% of what they hear. Understand this fact to reduce your anger. So remember this three turtle, one, two, three turtle. When you are angry and upset, remember one, two, three turtle. Number one, go inside your cell. See the you can see the pic of this turtle. There is a cell every turtle has. So go inside your cell. If you're angry, think before you act. Take a time out. Just go inside the cell. I mean to say that when you are angry, do not react. Just think before you act. Second point, take three deep breaths. Take time to relax. First, just allow your mind, ask your mind to calm down, calm yourself down. And then third is walk away. Think of a good solution. Just come out of that situation of anger. Just go, allow your mind to just go out of that idea or the situation. Think of a good solution, and I'm 100% sure that if you follow, it is going to bring a lot of changes and happy situation for everyone. As I already mentioned, anger is one little sort of danger, so avoid getting angry, rather prefer getting happy always. So thank you all for joining this session. Hope this session is going to be useful for your daily life, and also it will help you to keep yourself healthy, keep yourself happy, and also wherever you are working. So I guess my talk will definitely give you some idea that how you can reduce your level of anger, percentage of anger, and always keep yourself healthy, happy. So thank you all for joining, and thank you all for keeping yourself healthy always. Stay safe wherever you are. Maintain social distancing. Wear proper mask. Keep yourself healthy. Keep your family healthy. And we will again meet on next Saturday with another topic. I already shared the topic what we are going to discuss. So next we are going to have on Saturday and Sunday to more distinguished speaker. Till then, goodbye. Stay safe. Stay happy. Thank you all. If you have any query or question, most welcome. You can just type in the box, chat box, and I'll definitely would like to answer all of them. So far, no question received. So I think my talk is is valuable to you all. So okay, thank you all. Wish you all a very good day ahead and charming day.